Are you struggling to find your perfect customer, or you're not sure who is buying from you? In this video, I'm going to show you how you can research your target audience by utilizing AI and some free tools. So let's get started. I'm going to switch my screen because this video is all about practical tools and tips. Now, I'm going to use a platform called ChatGPT. For those of you who are not familiar with that, I will put a separate video how you can work with ChatGPT, but just to give you a brief explanation, ChatGPT is a free platform, and of course there is a paid version of that you can utilize to do a lot of research. And again, I will give you the link down in the description, and you can just go sign and you can follow everything what I'm doing on the screen, and you'll be very successful. So with no further ado, I'm going to use an example with a bakery. I'll pretend I have a bakery in Madison, Wisconsin that specializes in organic sourdough bread. So my first step is I want to identify who is my ideal customer, who is buying from me. And for that reason, I'm going to research that on ChatGPT. I already put together some prompts. Prompt is like command. You can ask this platform to ask how they can research. So my first prompt or first research question I will ask is, I run a bakery in Madison specializing in organic sourdough bread. My products include artisan loaves, gluten-free options, and custom orders. Can you help me define my ideal customer in terms of age, gender, income level, interests, and purchasing habits? And once you put that, you click enter, and guess what? Like a magic. And for some of you, you're already working on ChatGPT, no worries. But for some of you who are new, again, I'm going to put together a video on ChatGPT and how to work with ChatGPT. So we ask ChatGPT to define, to go and research who is the age, gender, income level, interest, and purchasing habits. And guess what? ChatGPT already defined for us. So our primary range is between 25 and 55 years old. And we have a secondary. So maybe some people between 18 and 24 years old also are buying maybe will buy some of our products, which are health conscious young adults, or some adults also. But this is secondary. Our primary, we should be focusing more on the people aged between 25 and 55 years old. Also gender, we have predominantly female. 65 to 70% of the women are often primary grocery decision makers. So they're making the decision. So they're purchasing your products. So that's why it's very important to do this research, because using this data, you'll be able to adjust your branding, your messaging, your pricing. Here we go. When we say pricing, the middle to upper middle class. So people who are making between 50 and 150 annual income, they're the people who will be buying. So what does it mean? Translation is that you may be able to ask a higher price point for your product. Interest and lifestyle, of course, it gives you, we ask about interest, health conscious individuals, foodies, home chefs, purchasing habits, frequent buyers, prefer quality. This is what are their habits: prefer quality over price, shop at farmers markets, where do they purchase their product. So it is very, very important. Market applications, now leverage social media marketing with mouth-watering photos. They're suggesting also, ChatGPT suggesting how you can market this to reach this particular market. So step number 2 is you can market that, but you want to understand what are their pain points. Very, very important. And I have a prompt for that. And that particular prompt is, again, you're stating what are you selling, and follow the formula. Once you can put pause and follow the formula I'm giving you. My business sells, and you can say whatever your business sells. What are the biggest pain points my potential customers face, and how can I position my business to solve these problems? And ChatGPT is helping you do the research. And it says many grocery stores don't carry authentic organic sourdough, just mass produced version of the additives. So customer struggles to find truly artisan slow fermented bread that is both nutritious and flavorful. Your solution highly highlight your use of organic natural ingredients with no additives or preservatives. It gives you also, ChatGPT gives you how to position your product. Pain points. Many customers are looking for gluten-free or low gluten bread alternatives. They feel frustrated by lack of tasty, gut-friendly bread options. Your solutions promote your gluten-free or Asian grain option. If you offer them, if you don't, maybe this is a gap on the market you would like to offer. And you can maybe offer sample packs, because sometimes people want to taste your product, especially in the bakery. They would like to say, okay, now, yes, all these good ingredients, but how does it taste? Another pain point, short shelf life. Well, they're giving you some suggestions that you can provide storage tips. Can they freeze that bread or offer half loaf or smaller loaf options? So this is very, very important when you're doing your research, because it gives you additional products, or how you can position your products, and how can you communicate, engage with your customers, and addressing some of their pain points. Like here in this particular pain points, they're saying, hey, it's too short of a shelf life. How am I supposed to, I'll buy and I kind of will waste. Well, you can give them an option that they can freeze, or half, you can sell half loaves, also higher priced. Now this one is more communication. You have to make sure that you emphasize on quality over quantity. And of course, inconvenience and buying fresh bread because they have to buy the fresh bread more often. So you may decide that you can offer some pre-orders, home deliveries, local pickup, and things like that. Another pain point, which some of them you may be thinking, oh yeah, I know this, but sometimes you forget some of this. That's why it's very, very good if you go to ChatGPT and ask to research for you. And here's another one, lack of knowledge about sourdough. Think about, you may know, you know your product, you know how good it is, but some people don't understand what is the why sourdough is healthier than regular bread. So make sure that in this case they're offering storytelling and marketing or tasting events. So again, this is step number 2. Step number 3, I have another prompt for you, is where do your customers hang out online? Why it is important? Because when you know their pain points, which we just talked about, you can go and engage with them and then tell them, hey, I have a solution for that. So my prompt for your step number 3 is, I run a bakery that targets health conscious consumers. Where do my customers typically spend time online, and how can I engage them there? I take that and replace the product with your product or service and just press enter. That's the easiest part. And of course, ChatGPT will help us to do some research. Where do they go? Instagram. They follow food bloggers, so you can go and engage with them. with some pleasing photography and videos. Facebook, Pinterest, Reddit, your YouTube, TikTok. If you're there, if you're not, maybe you consider that, or maybe you engage behind the scene, or some bakery clips, wellness and food blogs, email. If you have an email newsletter and some subscriptions, you can consider that. Now, I'm going to change my screen because I want to share with you a free tool you can utilize, especially people in Wisconsin, because that tool is in Wisconsin, but it can go to scale up in the nation also. But it is right now strictly for the Wisconsin side. But maybe you can find something that you can use. So the tool is called SizeUp Wisconsin. Okay. Sorry, I thought I had it. So here we have a bakery. Once you start typing, it will show you and give you industry, because here you have to put your industry: bread and other bakery products. So that's what we want. And we are in Madison, Wisconsin. And if you click next, here you have to pick which one would you like. Measure your business performance, find customers, suppliers, and competition, or optimize your marketing advertising. First, let's see how our bakery measure with any other bakery in our region. Let's say we are making $1.5 million. We'll pretend. We started, and right away, once you put the income, this is the revenue, top line revenue, it shows you here a chart that compares your business with anyone in the Madison area first, then the county. Madison is in the Dane County, and then just the metro portion of the Madison, and then in the whole state of Wisconsin, and then how your business compares to United States. That's why I said that I know this tool is in Wisconsin, but I'm sure in your state maybe you have similar tools available, or even if you compare yourself with the nation here, that will give you kind of glance at where do you stand. Also, let's say we started 2005, 20 years ago, and it tells you in your year how many businesses have started in the similar industry, I should say. And here again, you have Madison, you have Dane County, Madison only, you have Wisconsin, and you have United States. So you have a lot of businesses in this particular industry started in 2023. You're talking about 1010. Salary. This is the salary you pay to your workers, and we will say 30,000 we pay to some of our workers. And he tells you, well, the 30,000 is a little bit lower than the average, and I just made it up. So as you can see, this is good tool to let you know, hey, you need to pay a little bit more to retain your employees. And here the best part also is give you annual salary by county, how much people are making in this particular county. Of course, this is in the county we're in, which is the Dane County. Oh, in fact, this is in Wisconsin. So if you control and zoom out, as you can see, it gives you in the whole United States. Again, you will be able to utilize this tool even if you're not. Also, employees. Let's say we have 10 employees. How does it compare? Well, 10 usually people have 22, 17, 16, 21, 16. Well, I think we have to hire more people. And here, we don't have yet any additional data on that particular industry. Here it gives you your community size per zip code, and it gives you here your cost effectiveness. Of course, it is how many employees you have compared to the top revenue. So we are very efficient, as you can see. And here you can look at some additional data, local retention, you have even health insurance, worker compensation. So you can dive deep down how your business compared to anyone else. Now, we're talking about business. I just wanted to talk to you. Now, let's talk about competition. Remember, we're trying to find our customers. First, let's find our competitors. Who are our competitors? And here you can put some industries: grocery store and coffee and tea stores. Sometimes they sell artisan bread, I've seen. And here it gives you all the businesses in your area. And here you can also, if you press Control zoom in and zoom out, it tells you in Madison. And of course, if you continue to zoom out, it will show you additional information for the whole state of Wisconsin. The whole United States. Now, we cover the competitors. You can go to customers. Here, the same thing. Who are your customers? Maybe you sell to grocery store, maybe coffee store, coffee shops. They're your competitors, but they can buy from you and sell. Sometimes farmers and co-op retail store. So you just enter the industry here, and by using that, this tool searches and gives you an address and phone number. Once you click on each of them, and you can call them and say, hey, can you buy? Of course, some of them are not, not your customers, will never be your customers, but some of them you have not even thought about. Also, suppliers. If you click on suppliers, if you put the industry, I put flour and grain products here, they will give you some possible suppliers you have not thought about. Again, once you click on the map, when you zoom in and out, it will give you possible customers throughout United States. And once you click on that, it will give you addresses. Here we go. And here you have all these multiple pages. So this is the tool I really would like to share with you, because I think that by using that, that will enhance some of your capability of searching. And that is step number 4. And then step number 5. What is the step number 5? This is make my persona. Once you identify, remember we identify who is your targeted customer, or I should say ChatGPT helped us research who is our targeted customer. What we do is we come to this tool. Both links will be in the description, so I don't want you to worry about not being able to find that. So we go to make my persona. What this is, it gives you a kind of a scorecard you can utilize and have additional details. So let's get started. Once you click on the link in the description, you will land on this particular site. Click on the Build My Persona again, and now we start. So name of the persona, we will call it Sandy, and you can even pick a avatar. I like this one. How old are they? Remember that ChatGPT told us that they have to be at least 25 years old. And for some reason, this does not go above 25. We'll pretend that it is 25. What is the highest degree of level of school your persona has completed? Now, think about if the average income is between 50,000 and up, it means that they have at least bachelor, we'll say bachelor degree in our case. What industry do they work with? Well, we have a lot of different industries. So we will say maybe pharmaceutical, they're very health conscious. What is the size of their organization? Now, this is where do they work? Are they self-employed? Majority of them are probably employed. We'll say this. What is the job title? In this case, we don't have a job title. Or maybe we'll say sales rep. Just how do they measure their job? You don't have to complete that. Who do they report to? Now, this is very prevalent, or you can utilize this if you are selling business to business. The characteristic of their job, what are their goals or objectives? Now, we don't have, in this case, we are not talking about their goals at work. Their goals are probably health conscious, health. What are their biggest challenges? And in this case, we don't have anything. And here from challenges, we can probably go back to our ChatGPT and go to their pain points and steal some of the pain points. This is many grocery store don't have or carry authentic organic sourdough. So what are their job responsibility here does not pertain because it's not connected with their job. And of course, if you're selling a product or service to help them with their job, you can click one of them, or other options. Here we can leave it empty. And how do they prefer to communicate with vendors? Again, this is more business to business, but I wanted to show you this tool. We'll say emails. They probably like receiving newsletters, social media. And once you continue, what social network do they belong to? Remember, ChatGPT gave us kind of an idea where do they hang out on social media. So you can go and you see Pinterest, Reddit, Facebook. So we can go Pinterest, Facebook, Instagram. And here is kind of a card you can use and you can modify. Once you do here, it says, well, they don't need job description because purchasing my bread, they don't need any job description. They don't need any reports. They gain information by, blogs probably. They read a lot of blogs. So you can, in addition, go and customize your this card, and you can add additional section here if you would like. What are their biggest challenges? Again, here we've talked about, you can just go and take some of this information from ChatGPT and put it here. So, and once you fill that, guess what? You download and you look at that every single day. And sometimes when you're writing your marketing ads, think about in your head, do I think that Sandy, who is my avatar, will be will be will read the marketing, the ads, so she will be able to buy the product? Is it too enticing for Sandy to buy my bread next time when she sees my ad? So it's for some businesses it is working. So I just wanted to show you one more tool you can utilize, but try keeping these free tools and start working with them. Once you start working with them, you can go back and you can modify that. So to recap today, you can use ChatGPT for a lot of your research. You can use SizeUp to analyze your competition and also to see where do you position yourself. And at the end, you can utilize make my persona. Now that you know how to find your target audience, I want you to try these tools today. And I want you to comment below what's your business and what's your ideal customers. Or if you have difficulties, please just comment below. I will try monitoring the comments.